unbreakable and hungry, you know, unbreakable and hungry, and yeah, they're the two things.
Let's go with yo. Up. Good boy. There you go. There you go. So we right from you told me step from the position for your next punch with a roll. Put to the side. Put it. You go backwards. You mess somebody. Ass to the side. Good boy. Yeah. You can try like you go. Right hand first. That's it. All the way out. Punch through the meat. All the way. Again.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot.
First off, I want to say there's stuff I know about Errol Spence's future in boxing that I have sworn to secrecy and I just can't mention. It's not that for sure it's going to happen, but these are the things that I've been hearing, and you know, I just really can't say anything. And it didn't surprise me to see video of him hitting the mitts and working out. If you look at his physique, you can tell he's been working out. My assessment of his mitt work right now, he looks rusty, as he should. He looks rusty. Looks like he's pushing his punches a little bit. He always kind of pushed his jab though. But looks like he's taking it light, probably warming up. You're not going to see everything he's doing. His physique, his body looks well conditioned. He looks healthy, right? I'm happy he took some time off after Terence Crawford. That shit was crazy. I mean, you know, he had the accident, then he came back and fought Dennis with Garcia, then he was gone for a while. He fought Ugas. I think he had like another accident. Then he had a detached retina when he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao, and then fought Terence Crawford and that shit. So really, he should have taken some time off, not just to reassess what he's going to do in his career, but to also get some rest.
Errol Spence Jr. and Tim Tszyu are preparing for one of the biggest comeback fights in boxing, set to happen on July 26th. Both fighters have a lot to prove, and many fans believe this fight could decide the future of their careers. Ever since Errol Spence lost to Terence Crawford back in 2023, things have never been the same for him. The former boxing superstar disappeared from the spotlight, and for nearly 3 years fans heard very little about his future in the sport. Many people even thought his career was over for good. But recently, excitement returned after reports revealed that Spence had started working with legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones said he wants to help Spence rebuild his confidence and make a strong comeback to the ring.
Yeah. Now, we got another fight that just got announced, Thurman Fundora, end of March. Good fight. You worked a little bit with Spence out here. Always whispers about him coming back. Can he compete against those guys at this point?
He can definitely compete against those guys because one time he's about the same age as him, I think, or close to it, maybe a little older than him. And one time he's been off for a long time as well. He's had a lot of gaps in his career, so he could definitely compete with one time. One time he's a good fighter. Fundora is a freak of nature, totally different set of rules to climb. Fundora is definitely not the easiest package of that group because he's so tall at 154, so he'll be the one I would say least likely to challenge. But at the same time, Earl is so good at what he does. Earl can get himself back to being Errol Spence. It's gonna be a problem for both.
Are you still working with him, Roy?
I mean, you know, my door is always open. If I open a gym here in Dallas, I couldn't tell nobody to come through that door that I won't work with him. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm always open to give advice, open to be there for whatever I can be there for. I'm not telling nobody I want to train nobody, but if they do want to work with me, I'm right here. You feel me? So it's like I'm open to work with whoever I can work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like God gave me so many gifts that if I don't share them with the world, then I'm being wrong. So if somebody came to me and asked me, hey, you think you can do anything? I said, let me look at you, come in the gym, let me see. If you work out, you work good enough, I think we can add to you, sure. I don't think we can add to you, do that. No, I don't think I can really help. I don't think I can do that.
Spence is also said to be training alongside Jermell Charlo and respected trainer Ronnie Shields. Even at 36 years old, Spence still looks sharp in training. New gym footage shows that his hand speed, movement, and punching power are still there. Fans were surprised to see how smoothly he moves around the ring, proving he may still have enough left to compete at the highest level.
Yes, Pete. Don't Pete.
Even though Spence looks impressive in training camp, many experts believe he still needs a warm-up fight before facing someone as dangerous as Tim Tszyu. After being away from professional boxing for so long, ring rust could become a serious problem. Fighting Tim Tszyu in Australia right away is a huge risk because Tszyu is known for his toughness, pressure, and aggressive fighting style. If Spence is not fully prepared, his comeback could fall apart very quickly. Legendary trainer Robert Garcia also shared his opinion on the fight and admitted he is worried about Spence skipping a tune-up fight. Garcia believes jumping directly into a fight with Tim Tszyu could be a major mistake. He praised Tszyu's recent performance against Dennis Hogan and said Tszyu has the jab, pressure, and toughness needed to compete with anyone in the division.
That talk about Errol Spence for the past few weeks, man. How'd you block that out? Were you able to block it out? Were you thinking about that fight at all this week?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a bit hard not to.
Everyone's asking you.
Not just everyone's asking me, but you still need to plan it out. Even in this camp, I was sort of sparring southpaws as well. Like, as much as I respected Nurka and what he was going to bring, like, I still needed to. It was still coming into my head that I was fighting a southpaw, you know, so it was distracting, but I did try and block it out. I did the best I possibly could.
Mate, Spence's reaction, he put out that tweet. You mentioned it at the press conference, but a few hours later, how do you respond to his tweet?
What did he say again? I didn't really understand.
He said, I forget exactly, but he said something like, you know, you think you're the man, but I'll show you how it's done, or something along those lines.
Man, look, I can't wait to get it on with him, honestly. He hasn't fought in a long time, and I do want to expose that, you know? What did he say?
Yeah, he said, you think shit sweet, do you so bad?
Oh man, he's got no idea. He's got no idea. He's going to be in for a hard fight, you know, because a style like me, it always presents challenges to a lot of people.
He's only ever fought at 147, Spence. Coming up to that extra weight, what should he expect in the ring with Tim Tszyu?
Yeah, just harder punches, different gloves. It was an 8-ounce. It's not 8-ounce gloves anymore. It's up to 10 ounce. And just a different feeling, you know, coming off a 3-year layoff. I'm a bad guy to choose off the first go.
He called you trash at one point as well.
Yeah, he also lost money from me as well. So it's just typical, man.
At the same time, Garcia mentioned that Tszyu often gets cut and bloodied during fights, which could become a weakness against elite opponents. Still, he respected Tszyu for continuing to fight hard even while injured inside the ring. Now boxing fans around the world are waiting to see what happens next. Can Errol Spence make one of the greatest comebacks in boxing history, or will Tim Tszyu prove he is too dangerous for the former champion? This fight could change everything for both men. Share your predictions in the comments and let everyone know who you think wins.